24-year-old Anthony Myrie was pronounced dead at Albany Med. A pathologist at Ellis Hospital did the autopsy yesterday, but neither he nor county officials can release a cause and manner of death to News Channel 13. Jill Kanalka joins us with more. Jill, you've spoken to an inmate who knew Myrie?
Karen, I did this afternoon. He's very upset by this death. And the wife of Anthony Myrie just posted on Instagram, she's seeking justice for Trey. That was his nickname, and has learned his body will be brought from Schenectady to in Brooklyn today. Funeral arrangements are pending. State officials say they're investigating his death after an incident between several inmates.
He's a good person that he didn't deserve what he got.
25-year-old Mo Madera says he was best friends with 24-year-old Anthony Myrie, also known as Trey, when the two served at Green Correctional before Madera got out in August. That was for violating parole, he says, after a robbery when he was a teen.
Yeah, every day we used to work out. Every day.
Madera is saddened to hear of his friend's passing. Myrie, state officials say, was pronounced dead at Albany Medical Center on Monday, following an incident involving several inmates. Myrie was serving 7 years for a drug conviction in New York County.
He used to talk about he's going to, even though he's on parole, that he was going to get a good job and that he was going to stay out of trouble, not come back. They said that he wanted to be a personal trainer. Myrie's wife sharing her anguish on Instagram. She and Trey together in this photo with the caption underneath saying, "I have so many unanswered questions. My heart and soul is dead," saying she won't stop until she has answers. Grammy-winning rapper Cardi B expressing anger on social media, even suggesting Trey may have been hurt by COs. As rapper and activist Meek Mill shared that post, News Channel 13 has only confirmed an incident among inmates, according to state officials. Katie Bianchini is Mo Madera's fiance and is feeling for the family.
It really hit home for me due to my fiance was just spent 18 months there, and it just really hit home, and I feel so bad for that family.
And we have asked the inmate's wife if she will release the cause and manner of death, which could shed additional light on what happened inside the prison. If we hear back, we'll, of course, let you know.
Okay. Well, first I have to give a shout out to Kashuna Rodriguez for sending me this update and also giving me a link to a legit GoFundMe that has been started up by his family and probably most likely his wife and his family. I guess to get funeral arrangements together. I will post the link to that GoFundMe in the description. If you choose so to donate, that is entirely up to you. So now, the last video I did was talking more so on, his death and, the fact that they didn't know where his body was. Now, that was back on February 11th. It is now February 17th. The video you just heard was posted on an article from February 16th. So they're just now getting his body back to Brooklyn, and they said it came out of Schenectady, New York. Now, I'm not familiar with geographical surroundings, but I have a feeling that Schenectady, New York is very far from Brooklyn, but it says that he was in the Green Correctional Facility, and I'm not sure the distance of the jail from where he was brought back from. But that's still a very big mystery to me as to why the family didn't know where his body was for all those days. And they said they did an autopsy report, and they said it came back that, it was from trauma. Most likely he went into a cardiac arrest. They said it wasn't anything physically done to his body. At least that's what they say. But what I thought was even more interesting was another incident that happened at that same facility involving another inmate. This man here, his name is Delmas Tanner Jr., and he was in the same facility as Anthony Myrie. As a matter of fact, they were in there at the same time. Now, I don't know if they knew each other or not, but he ended up dying about a good 3 months before Anthony did. And just like with him, and just like with Anthony, his family were given the runaround too. No one knew what happened to him. They knew he was dead, but then they were left in the dark. And according to an article I was reading, it said that his spouse has been left in the dark for the last 3 months and still doesn't have any answers, just like with Anthony and Myrie and his family. So it's something very shady going on with that particular facility. And that's why I always go back to the whole Sandra Bland thing. Something is very shady about that prison, because then I just did a video about a guy who was found in that jail dead, the same exact one, and they're not giving any answers either. I'm telling you, it's like a damn roach motel. You check in, but you don't check out. But I'm gonna see if I can try my best to continue to follow along with the particular story with Anthony Myrie, because it's one big question mark hovering right now. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this update down in the comments, and I will talk to you in the next one.